Hi there, I am Tanya Windiger and I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Do you have a mental health disorder? And do you think that because of it you are weak, less than, or not as resilient as other people? Because I think from society we often get that message that if you have a mental health disorder that you're somewhat not as resilient as other people in this world. And I think this is a very damaging or very hurtful message to get for someone who has PTSD. You know, because if you look at a person who had a really horrific car accident, they have brain damage, they have to learn how to walk and talk and all this again from scratch. You know, they have to go through some horrific therapy as well. And when they get through that, when they reclaim their life, we speak of those people as being very resilient. So why can't we do the same for someone who had a childhood filled with trauma to the point that it affected that person's brain development? And then they end up being diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder in adult life. And that person has the courage to go out and seek help from a therapist, has the courage to go and attend workshops with groups of people, healing weeks, you know, where you really have to make yourself vulnerable and open up, talk about deep stuff, you know, the real, the you, your existence, who you are, and the difficulties you have. Share that with other people. You know, that's really difficult. That takes a lot of courage to do. So why can that not be signs of resilience? Because I think they are. I think people often don't realize that our nervous system can only cope with so much. If you expose someone often or long enough to a traumatic experience, that person will develop post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay? It's the same as you can only plug so many electrical equipments in before your fuse will go. It's the same with human beings. There's only so much our nervous system can deal with. So why can't we see that someone had a childhood full of abuse and has complex PTSD and then goes on and tries to heal? Why can't we see these people as being resilient? I really wonder why. And I think we got that really, really wrong. And we really, really dismiss all our hard work here. So please give yourself a pat on the back, because I think just because you're still here listening to this point shows that you really are looking for ways to help yourself, that you are a person that is determined, that is persistent, who's constantly out there looking for things to help yourself with managing your triggers, your flashback, your nightmares, your anxiety, your depression, you know. Society doesn't see all that. They don't see how much work is actually involved in rewiring that brain. But I truly believe that we deserve to be seen as resilient as well. So I really challenge you on that. But I would love to hear your comments on that too, as always. But please leave questions there as well. And if you find it useful, share it or subscribe as well. And as always, please remember, our brain has tremendous capacity to change. So important. Okay, I know I say it so often, but it's so important for us to remember. Okay, with that, lots and lots of love and rainbows to brighten up the tough times just a little. Bye for now.